everybody. Why do I feel like I'm so dark? Maybe I should turn around. Is that better? Can you see me now? Can I see me now? Let's share this to the groups. Let's do that. La, la, la. Share. Great. Alright. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Amy. Okay, so I really want to talk about moving from religion to spirituality. And the guilt and shame and all of the things that go with it. Because I don't know about you, but I grew up, hey Rocky, I grew up in the church. And, I mean, I didn't have, like, a father that was a pastor or anything like that. So good to see you, Rocky. I didn't have a father that was a pastor or anything, or a family member that was in it. But I definitely recall, hey Gavin, going to church as a little kid and, you know, having my little Bible and all of the things. So I just want to talk about starting off life like that and then ending up in, like, highly spirituality and, you know, I howl at the moon and things now. So how do we go from, oh, your dad's, I think I remember that your dad was a pastor. What was that like growing up? Like, seriously, like, type. I want to know about that, like, and you're such a fantastically dynamic person. Man, I miss hanging out with you. And next time you're in town, I'm in Ann Arbor now. So, you know, hit me up. But yeah, and then to go from, and at one point I was a Jehovah's Witness. I don't know if you all knew that about me, but I studied with Jehovah's Witnesses a couple of times in my youth, but then definitely like 15 to like early 20s, I was going to the Kingdom Hall and stuff. So to go from Kingdom Hall life to howling at the moon, it's a lot. And I had to deal with a lot of shame and guilt and feeling like, oh my God, what am I doing? What is this life that I'm living? Am I somehow bad? You know, am I inherently bad, or is there something wrong? Like, I remember the first day I woke up and I said, like, I heard a little voice in my head, and there's tons of voices in there, okay? Hi, Rita. There's tons of voices in there, but this one voice very clearly said, go get tarot cards. And I was like, what? And at the time, you know, I don't think I hadn't done anything really too spiritual at that point. But, like, when I made the decision to leave my husband, it was, like, a really big thing. Because when I grew up, like, you didn't get divorced. My parents were divorced, but, like, you didn't get divorced. It was bad. So I, like, dealing with that and, you know, all of these things. So coming out of that and then being, like, tarot cards, like, what? First, I had my very first deck was a Rider-Waite. Hi, Jennifer. It was a Rider-Waite deck. I don't know if you know anything about tarot cards. But it was a Rider-Waite deck, and I don't know, I just started reading cards. And I do believe that, I can't remember if I stopped cutting myself and then I started reading tarot cards, or if I started reading tarot cards and then I stopped cutting myself. But I know that the two were kind of intertwined. I don't know if you knew this about me, but yeah, I was like really big into like self-harm. Oh, the big one's right here. Yeah, I was really big into self-harm. I like had all these feelings and emotions, and like, I don't know, I didn't know how to process them. So I would just carve my skin over and over and over again. I did that for like a decade. Stopped at like 26, 27. About the same time I started reading tarot cards. But yeah, so religion and growing up and like always having the rules. You know how there's always rules to religion? Like, you know, you have to be a good person, and like, God's gonna like come raining down hellfire on your head if you know, don't hold the door open for Miss Susie. I don't know, but all of the rules that go with religion, and then to like it was like turning away and like turning my back on religion. And I just remember being like, fuck, you know, because, and then I had Noah, and I remember the very first night I brought Noah home from the hospital. And I was sitting there, and I had a, I don't know if you're familiar. Hi, Ashley. So good to see you, too. Oh, Rocky, you said your connection is terrible. Man, that sucks so bad. I really want to hear your story with your dad being a pastor. But I remember bringing Noah home from the hospital, and their very first night I had a Bible stories book that I got from Jehovah's Witnesses. And I just was like, I don't know what the fuck to do, so I'm going to read him these Bible stories. I mean, I named him Noah, for fuck's sake, okay? This is where I was at with the Bible and with religion and things like that. So I just, I was reading him these Bible stories, and I really wanted my son to be a good kid. I wanted him to have, high morals and values and all these things. So, like, right, you get that from religion. That's what I thought. But one thing that I noticed, like, when I was attending Kingdom Hall, and even attending church, but it had been so long since I've been to church, so it's, like, really just the Kingdom Hall. I just remember being, like, I didn't feel like I could speak. Hi, Heidi. And if you guys, I want to hear your stories too on like your transition from religion to spirituality. I'm just sharing mine, but like I really want to hear yours. And I know that there's like shame and guilt and weirdness attached to it, but like let's voice it. Let's get it out. Like let's move it. But like I really just wanted my son to be this really good person, and I didn't understand how to do that without using religion. And this is me at like 21. Okay, so oh my god, like 10, 11 years ago. So this was hashtag a minute ago. And I just remember feeling so guilty. I'm like, what is my son? Is he just going to die now? Like, and then my ex-husband and I, we didn't know what we wanted to teach our son. And so we didn't really tell him anything about God. We didn't teach him like about the guy in the sky. I didn't tell him anything about, we didn't celebrate Christmas. So Santa Claus was like none of the things. But now he's just so fantastic. I'll get into the story of how Noah is now with having not taught him about God the traditional way. I was reading these Bible stories to him, like he was like 3 days old, and then like we went to the Jehovah's Witnesses. They celebrate the memorial of Jesus Christ's death. And so I had taken him to the memorial, and I felt like I was such a good little Christian because I was doing the things, right? Like, you do the things, you follow the rules, you wear the skirt, you hold your hands like this and you pray. But it felt so fucking empty to me. It was so empty. It doesn't make any sense. I was like, I don't understand why I have to come to this place and this place only. And I have to pray like you tell me to pray, and I have to do things like you tell me to do things, but I have these feelings inside. I thought that women were really, really beautiful. But homosexuality is so wrong, right? But and of course, this is like the 90s and the early 2000s, back when homosexuality was wrong. But I had all these feelings inside me, and not necessarily like I wanted to be with a woman, but like I wanted to explore what that was like, what it was like to be with a woman. But like there's no room for that in religion. And like there were all of these things that I felt so deeply about myself, like how they talk about magic and you don't want to engage in any of the spiritual things like reading tarot, like goodness, like even yoga. Do you know that yoga is like considered like demonic and all of that stuff in religious type stuff? It's crazy. But like all of these things that I felt were so like important to me, like as a core being, and like I can't practice them, I can't do them, I can't speak about them. It was a lot. And then like now I feel good about it. I feel good about the things that I do with spirituality. It's like religion, it was so closed, like it was very narrow. There's only one way to go, but it's their way is the only way. And I'm not saying just Jehovah's Witnesses, but it's like almost every religion, this is the only way. This is the only way. Everyone else is wrong. This is the only way. But see, even in that doesn't make any sense. It wants to tag my aunt in this video. That's crazy. Do I really look that much like you? Whatever. But, yeah. So anyway, how was it for you? Tell me I want to hear your stories about religion and spirituality, like coming to find your place in your own spirituality. And I think that's what's great about spirituality is like you make your own rules up. I know that some women are like really into like Wicca, and they love covens, and they get together on the full moons and They like that community, that sense of community. Whereas me, like, if I had to pick like a witch that I was like, I would say I was more like a hedge witch. Hedge witch. What a fun word to say. Hedge witch. Hedge witch. Anyway. Hedge witch. So hedge witches, they would sit like on the outside of the community, and like communities at that point were like divided by like a hedge. So like she would be like on the other side of the hedge, and she would like make love spells for people, or you know, a neighbor might come and say, oh, my neighbor's really shitty, I need a hex for them, and she'd make the hex, and then the neighbor would be like, oh, I've got a hex on me, and like I would also supply, or like, what? Okay, Mars. Okay. But then I would also supply like the cure for that, you know. I just like kind of kooky on the outskirts, off by myself. I play with the moon. I play with plants. I have so many plants. Y'all just don't even understand how many plants I have. But yeah, if I had to say, I'd be like more like a hedge witch. And I'm a loner by nature. I like to be alone. I value my private time and my alone time. But yeah, and the little ritual type stuff that I do, it just makes sense. Like around the full moon, what we'll do is we'll prepare a meal, like simple foods, and we'll like set out a plate, and we'll light a candle, and that's for the ancestors. Like, hey ancestors, I see you, I love you. And then when we're done eating, like, I'll eat the ancestors' portion or whatever. Like, that's not crazy to me. Like, that's not witchy to me. Like, but that to me is like spirituality. Like, I don't know. It's making it my own, and that's what I love most about spirituality. It's like there's no rules. It's my rules and what feels good to me and my soul, and my practice, because that's just, it's me. Spirituality, I feel like, is me, and religion is like, follow this. But I'm like, I don't want to follow you. I want to do it my way. That's what I like. That is what I like. Let me see. And it's interesting too, because when you're leaving religion, there's all this like guilt that's like built in to the Bible. You know, if you leave the church, then, you know, especially in Jehovah's Witnesses, like, you get excommunicated. You can't talk to any of your old friends anymore. If you have family they call it the truth. If you have family that's in the truth, then they won't talk to you either. And it, like, to me, because you have 5 meetings, you have so many meetings a week, to be excommunicated by these people, like, these are your only friends. Like, you know, at the time, like, I was working as a mom, and like all my friends were at the Kingdom Hall. So like, if I were to like suddenly be excommunicated, like, what was I going to do? Like, I wouldn't have anybody. And I didn't want to engage in like premarital sex or anything like that. And yet I love sex. I love it. It's so great. I don't understand why people say that we can't do that. And to me, it seems crazy to deny the body of its natural feelings. I feel like in my denial of sexual pleasure. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Mars is sleeping? Probably not anymore, huh? But in my denial of like my sexual pleasure, I feel like, oh my God, like, I feel like I've set myself like so back. But in religion, you know, I feel like, isn't it every religion where they talk about, you know, you're not supposed to have premarital sex? I just feel like it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. For me, the kind of person that I am, it was weird. It didn't make any fucking sense. But I tried my hardest. And in my notebook, I wrote like a little note to my husband-to-be. I was 15 years old. And, ooh, great, Heidi says something. But I was 15 years old, and I wrote like this little letter in my notebook. And I said, dear my husband, I promise to always save myself for you. And like, you're the only person I'm ever going to love. And like, blah, 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 blah. Which is bullshit. He's not the only person I've ever loved. I left that motherfucker. And all sorts of shit. Like, I don't know. But the things they tell you. Anyway, let's see what Heidi has to say. Heidi says, I can definitely relate. As much as I've tried going to church, I always felt I didn't connect with religion. Yet I'm highly spiritual. Right? The judgment, the rules, it just doesn't seem right to my soul. Deep down, I know I'm a good person, yet these rules I felt defined me as bad. Yes, I felt so bad and so wrong. Hey, Doria. Great to see you again. Felt so bad and so wrong and so dirty for just feeling. Like, for feeling. Or for thinking. For being myself. For just like, here I am. Oh God, I'm sinning. I'm always sinning. I can't stop sinning. Like, I felt awful. And I knew, like how you said, I know I'm a good person. Right? Like, I'm not over here being malicious toward other people. And yet, these rules, like, I didn't even feel, okay, so a Jehovah's Witness church, at the Kingdom Hall, you know, you raise your hand. Okay, so they have, like, the little pamphlets and the booklets and stuff. And you, like, go through them. You raise your hand. You make comments. Cool. I talked so much. I couldn't even speak. I swear to God, y'all, I couldn't speak because I didn't feel like I was good enough to speak. I felt like because I had all these thoughts and emotions and feelings, I thought I wasn't good. And then the first 80,000 times I had sex, I was freaked out. I was fucked up. I'm telling you right now, like with my partner, I would say I probably only really started to enjoy it. Like, I mean, of course I enjoyed it. Okay. You picked it? She has dirty dishes in a garbage in a Myers bag. I would show her, but she's naked as well. Okay. You picked it? Good job. She picked it. But yeah, and then to go to, and like I knew always that I had a spiritual connection in my inside parts, in my heart of hearts. I had a spiritual connection. I remember being 7 and performing my own rituals in my bedroom. Hi, Skylar. I remember being 7 and performing my own rituals in my bedroom. I remember whispering to the wind. I remember feeling comforted by the presence of animals, by when I look up at the moon. I remember feeling so connected to everything. And yet religion that was forced down my throat told me I was wrong. She said, yes, girl, yes, I grew up Presbyterian, but same feelings and experiences. We were Pentecostal, and then Jehovah's Witnesses, and like, honestly, oh my God, there was this, hi, Skylar, there on Netflix, was it Netflix or Hulu? It's like something about cults and religions and things, and I, for the longest time, did not believe Jehovah's Witnesses were a cult. I didn't get it. I was like, you guys don't understand. Like, it makes sense, okay? Cults are where they drink the Kool-Aid. No. Wow, I feel like I'm gonna cry. That's how you know I'm about to get real here. Okay. So, I was watching that cult show, and it was talking about Jehovah's Witnesses, and it was talking about how when, like, you do something wrong, normally you would call, like, 911, right? Well, in the church, what you do is, hey, Thad, Brendan says he wants to get another tattoo from you. Also, it's time for me to get inked up some more. Anyway, not the point. Point is, I was watching this show, and when you do something wrong in the church, you go to the brothers, you go to the elders. You do not go call 911. So, in my family, we had, hi, Ashley, thank you for joining me. So, in my family, we had my stepmother beat the fuck out of us. Like, my siblings were bloody. It was a horrible show. It was extremely painful. And oh my God. Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling again. I have to breathe. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm gonna breathe. So when I was getting older, and I noticed this was wrong, the way we were being treated, I went to the brothers for help, and they told me, first I told them I was anorexic. I was like 100 pounds, something like that. I was really, really thin. Nobody gave a fuck. I said, I'm anorexic. I haven't eaten in days. I need help. This woman's gonna kill my brother. And they didn't do anything. They sat me down with the woman that was abusing me, and they said, this is what she's saying. Are you abusing her? Are you abusing these kids? And she said, no. Where would she get an idea like that? We've had you over for dinner. they didn't believe me. And they left. We like read some Bible verses and they left, and she just beat the fuck out of us the rest of the night. And it was so bad. It was way worse. It was way worse. And I never, ever, ever wanted to speak out again. Oh, I feel sick to my stomach. I like feel like I'm gonna vomit. Wow. And so I decided that I wasn't going to tell anybody anything else, and I guess my brother was just going to die. So when my stepmother, she was always really good. She never marked us where you could see. So one day she was out of control and she hit my brother with the belt, with the metal part of the belt, and it cut him in the face. He was like, God, how old was he? Like 7 or 8. He was just a little boy. And he went to school and he was limping. And they said, what happened? And he was like, this is what happened. It's what always happens, right? He's such a little boy. And they were like, what? So then they called me down to the office and they were like, what? And I was like, I'm not saying shit. Because I already tried to come to you. I talked to other people and nobody helped me. And yeah. We ended up getting taken and put in foster care at that point. So I was very grateful for it. But religion, man. We didn't tell the police. I couldn't tell the police. I was frozen, like, with my hand over my mouth for fucking years. Years. So, but we weren't the only kids to do that in Jehovah's Witnesses. Yes, baby. Yours. Hi. Hi. Thank you, baby. Yeah, so Skylar says I was Jehovah's Witness for 16 years. Absolutely destructive and bad mind control group. The worst. I fucking swear to God. Like, it wasn't just us. We were being beaten, but sexual abusers, you know, if you're a sexual abuser, like, they have Jehovah's Witnesses, they go to prisons now. And if you repent and, like, you get out and you're like a pedophile, they won't tell the congregation, they won't tell anybody because you've repented. You're fine now. Skylar says thank you for sharing your experience. You're welcome. I did not know it was gonna go there, to be completely honest with you, but so yeah, I just felt paralyzed. I was silenced. I finally, like, came out and I asked for help, and no, I was met with opposition and awful things, and the abuse got way worse. Mama. So, yeah. Now coming and the fact that I had to go from that to now finding my spirituality and finding my place with it and being okay with it, you know, doing things that they told me I was absolutely going to hell for. I don't get why I'm going to be so concerned in this life for what I'm going to get in my next life. Why can't I just enjoy this life? I'm going to make myself the greatest in this life. I'm going to be a good person just fucking because. Not because some dude in the sky is, you know, holding a fucking lightning bolt above my head. I'm not, like, I don't need to be guilted into good behavior. I don't need to be punished. I'm not bad. I'm not a bad person. I'm not bad. So it took a long time, and it took a long road, and it was really interesting because even my grandma, I was talking to her on the phone. I was like, Grandma, what was your psychic ability? Because, you know, as kids, we always have psychic abilities. And I was like, what's your psychic ability? And she was like, your mother says you're Wiccan and you're a witch. Like, what do you explain that? Talk to me about that. I'm like, what? What does that even mean? You know? It means my narcissistic mother has been running her mouth again. Thank you, Mommy. I love you. I'm not Wiccan. I'm not. I don't adhere to any set of rules other than my own. I feel like there's so many rules. There's so many rules in religion. Like, even Wicca. I don't even know the rules of Wicca. You know something that I actually looked into? Luciferianism. I was like, I get it. I get it. But, like, it's not for me. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think that dealing with the guilt and the shame of separating myself from religion has been a lot. And because, like, I have such traumatic experiences with religion and with a lot of that guilt, like, I mean, I swear to God, like, I've gotten slapped in the mouth before with a Bible. Like, who the fuck hits their kids in the mouth with Bibles? I don't even want to say, okay, in my head, you want to know in my head? I said black people. That's really what fucking flashed in my head. Black people. Seriously, if you're fucking doing it, cut that shit out. Hey, Megan, what's up? Yeah, we're just talking about religion and Jehovah's Witnesses and whatnot. Skylar says, why can't we just be children of the universe? Right? Children of the universe. Like, I'm here. I look up at the sky and I think about when I was born, the stars look like, you know, like a three-dimensional picture of the stars at the exact moment of my birth. That's who I am. Like, when they say you're made of star stuff, that's what I feel. Like, that's what I feel like. I am, and I feel like, you know those music boxes where it's, like, got the things and, like, they plink, 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 plink. I feel like that's what the sky is. And at that moment, like, at that moment of time when I was born, like, that was the note that was playing. And it's my job and for me to live my life to then, like, exemplify and to sing my notes so loudly and strongly and proudly as a child of the universe. I don't understand this child of God stuff. And then I posted the other day about God being a black woman. And, like, the whole idea of God being a person, like a physical person, like, that just seems crazy to me. But, like, artistry anyway, like, it's fucking art, okay? It's fucking art. So, like, hey, Brian, it's fucking art. So, like, God can be a black woman, my dog. Like, fuck it. Why the fuck not? It's just art. What do you have in here, bud? No. Okay, alright, I won't look. Alright, I won't look. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. Religion and guilt. And all of these things. And I don't know if you are a religious person or if you are finding your own way in spirituality. I want to hear your stories if you want to type them. If you want to share your story, go ahead. Dang, I did not imagine I got that deep. I did not want to go that deep. But that's okay. I'm a Pisces. Like, have you ever seen that meme where it's like literally no one, or no, it's not literally no one. It was Pisces, like, I'm not that deep, or it's not that deep, and then it's like also me, and it's like a girl in like a bikini. She's like sitting at the bottom of the ocean with like a scuba mask on. That's me. I'm her all the time. I'm always in the depths. I'm always dredging up something from the bottom of the ocean. That's fucking fine. Trust me. It's gotta come up to the surface. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I create my own rituals now. Oh, I wanted to talk about something too. I said something about trans people yesterday because I was talking about being an empath, and like I was looking up the surgeries that trans people undergo. And the reason why I was looking that up is because I was reading an article about how there were 70,000 missing black women. Or no, the article was not that. The article was about how trans women, so trans women, for those of you that don't know, trans women are people that were born male that are transitioning to female. That trans women will now be able to give birth, like with their own uterus and all these things. That's great, you know? Hey, Savannah. That's great. My question was, where the fuck are they getting the uteruses from? Because you can't just like, I like imagine like a little seed, you know, like a pot, you just like put like a seed in there, like it grows a uterus. That's not how that shit works. Uteruses are grown inside of female people. So in order to get a uterus, it must first be grown inside a person. So then I started searching the internet, and I discovered that there are 70,000 missing black women. 70,000 missing black women in the United States. And I'm like, where are they getting these uteruses from, y'all? They are finding some of the women. They're gutted. And there's men too, but they're gutted from like head to crotch. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna watch a show, but later. Anyway, so they're gutted. All of their organs are removed. I get that you want to watch TV. I totally understand that, and we're not doing that right now. Okay.
Have you seen my notebook anywhere?
No, I've not seen your notebook. So.
Okay.
Hi, Kiana. Okay, so yeah, so there's 70,000 missing black women. Here, can you take this? Oh, you like my program? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for purchasing. Hey, can you take this one?
I can do my best, but she is at her own free will.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Come on, Stone, let's go out here.
So, yeah. There's, like, okay, so trans women now are going to start having uteruses. There's 70,000 missing black women. Where are they getting uteruses from? And then there's, like, this whole thing with people selling human body parts.
Hey, Stone, if you want to watch Daddy
There's a
play
real
Fortnite,
market for this out there,
go
y'all.
get
And it's
Daddy.
fucking weird, and it makes me uncomfortable. So, of course, I wanted to go see... The reason why I was talking about trans people is because I wanted to see what the surgeries were like. And it was me watching the surgeries. Are you having a hard time? Are you hungry? Or do you just want to watch a show? You just want to watch a show? Okay, well, when I'm done with this, I will let you watch a show, okay? But if you don't let me finish this, I can't watch a show. Kids. But yeah. And it made me feel really uncomfortable to witness. Or to... Because what happens is when I read something, I imagine it, and then imagining... God, I'm doing it again. Ah! Oh my god. Ow! 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 It hurts.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I feel things with my body. So I was having a hard time. Ooh, Skylar says something. Skylar says, the guilt is still under the surface, always feeling like a defective creation for no reason other than existing like the potter. This guy made a defective pot and then blamed the pot for his mistake. The whole thing is insane. I don't know if he'll ever leave me in this life, but where the reset button at? Oh, I feel that. Yeah, feeling like a defective pot. I felt inherently wrong when I was engaged in religion. Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of that programming, I've had to like really go through. Like I keep notebooks. I keep notebooks because I have to go through them and write in them and things. Are you just starting? This is my daughter, by the way. She told me she wants to watch a show. I said later. She grabbed the remote and she's turning the TV on. That's what she's doing. But anyway, let me go ahead and finish this live video up. I do want to talk about some of the programs I've got going on because I do have some amazing stuff. So, yeah, son, just turn it on. Just turn it on. Just turn it on. This is not a hill I am dying on. Here, turn the TV on. There's that. Change the input. You got it. Okay, so let me start with la-da-da. Okay, so I'm making sugar scrub and goddess splash. The last day to order is Monday because I'm mailing everything out on Saturday. Oh my gosh, turn this down. Okay. I'm mailing everything out on Tuesday, so if you want to order it, you need to order it now. It is $25 for the scrub, $12 for the splash, $37 for the set. You want this? Lay down. Why do you want a diaper? Why do you want a diaper? You're potty trained. Okay. Not dying on this hill either. Hey, Wendy. Okay, so if that's what you're interested in, it's plus $5 shipping and handling. Really, really great. $42 out the door. Also, my Black Excellence group for Black female spiritual entrepreneurs is opening. I'm opening the doors tomorrow. I intentionally kind of held a hold button on that because I wanted to use the power of the moon to really give it some strength and breathe life into it. So it's to support it's a support group for the industry professionals. We can discuss your spiritual entrepreneurial journey, support others. I want it to be really tight, intimate. I want us to love each other. Savannah says, I love it. 37 reminds me of the 10s and 11s I've been seeing. Yeah, I have a 10 and I have an 11. Get at me. I got you all day. And my things I want to do with this group is dive into the slave wound, the witch wound, the parental, the mom and dad wounds, and the society shit. Brian says, great information. Tell the fam hello, but unfortunately I'm out. See you later, Brian. If you have a chance, rewatch from the beginning, because it was some good shit. Yeah. I have a 10 and the 11. One of these days I'm going to explain the... explaining the... Hey, Stone, if you want to watch your show. But if you're not going to watch it, I'm going to turn it off, okay?
Okay.
Okay, sounds great. Hey, Shayna, thanks for joining me. Hiya, Shayna. Tell Shayna to come over. Say hi, Shayna, come over. Also, I do have my EMPATH program available. And speaking of deadlines, I do have the EMPATH program still available. What you learn in the EMPATH program is you go deeper into understanding what the hell it is, why you feel others' emotions inside of you. Hi, Andy. So good to see you again. Yay. Why you feel other people's emotions inside of you, what the fuck to do about it, and then how to hear/feel better. Like, so you might feel people's emotions inside of you, but like you can strengthen it and like fine tune it and like really get to the. I'll teach you it. It's real fun. Oh, and there's 2 bonuses. So how to protect yourself from energy vampires, and I teach you my all-time favorite empath power, the breath test. Seriously, it's so cool. And like it's something to go from like I don't know what the fuck to do. They say I'm a highly sensitive person. What do I do with that? To, all right, bet. Why? Because I need you to work your magic so that we can all work our magic together. It's not like I want to change the world. I want to be very clear. I do not want to change the world. I want to love the world so deeply and so fully that it does what it does naturally. I believe, like, okay, the moon teaches me that there's cycles, and I feel like this is just another cycle, and it's my goal to just love the earth and love humanity and love people so fully. Brendan, if you want, I could try to feed. Go tell Brendan I'm gonna feed him. I'm not gonna have my baby just sit there crying like that. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Also, it's only 11:11. Hey, Ashley, it's only 11:11. Okay. And it's me. So I over-delivered. You get 20 pages, 20 color pages of thoughts and journaling and good stuff.
I believe he needs the boot.
Well, I've got 2. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You say hi. You want some milk, Mars? So yeah, it's only 11:11, and it's only going to be available until Monday. I'm going to disable the link Monday night, so you couldn't even get it even if you tried. Seriously, get the program. If you're wondering about all this empath shit, just get it. If you want to go dive deep into your own psyche, get it. If you want to feel better in your own skin, fucking get it. If you're like, wait a minute, I have superpowers? Yeah, get it, alright? Let's see. La da da da. What do I have for you today? Oh yeah, with my Black Excellence program, my Black Excellence group, it is for only Black spiritual female entrepreneurs. I'm going to create special programs for them, or for you all, and I'm going to make sure to drop the URL somewhere in here. If you're looking for the URL for my empath program, it's in the description, or it's in the comment section, or the top part, or whatever. Also, you have to answer all the questions if you want to get into my Black Excellence group. Yes, I like to jump from topic to topic because that's what I do. I do it all day. So we talked about religion to spirituality and feelings, so many feelings. Religion and guilt. I was a Jehovah's Witness. My family had some really dark spots in it. I ended up in foster care. I cried. I don't know if you were watching for the crying thing. But yeah. Thank you for joining me. Anyway, I'm going to watch some TV with my kids because that's what they want to do. My Mars is nursing. My Mars. My Mars. I love babies. Like, he's such a little animal. Like, he's such a little, like, I don't know. He's so instinctual. He's, like, not, like, he's getting personality, but he's so instinctual. Like, he's been sitting here crying, like, ah, and he just, like, he's hitting it. He's hitting it hard. Anyway, it's been really great. If you have any questions about any of the things I ever talk about, just go ahead and hit me back. Hit me up. I love talking about lots of stuff. Religion and guilt. And pain and stuff. I love pain. I really do love pain, and I love sadness. I love feeling sadness. Because if I feel sadness so deeply, like, I just feel like it's such a deep emotion to have. And, like, when I feel it, it's just like, oh. I do not even imagine I could feel so deep. The depths of sadness. Oh, it's a beautiful feeling. Anyway, thank you for being present to my transformation and yours. Namaste. I love you.